What's good everyone, my name is Chefkoch and today I want to talk about the rapper who created the blueprint for today's trap music and probably birthed the career of your favorite rapper, Gucci Mane. Now a couple of days ago I got bored and listened to Gucci's entire discography, which includes a lot of albums and mixtapes like you can see. And this made me realize that Gucci Mane really is a blueprint for modern rap, and without him, trap music and today's underground rap scenes wouldn't exist at all. So in this video I will show you how far his influence goes and why Gucci Mane plays a huge role for contemporary rap. Since his debut album Trap House in 2005, Gucci has been instrumental in birthing a new genre, signaling a seismic shift in the music world and reshaping the rap scene of that time. Today the subgenre of course is known as trap music and dominates the global music charts, but like the song All My Children says, most trap artists would not be where they are today without Gucci Mane. So now let's talk about some of those rappers affected by the Guwap effect. Locally, Gucci Mane of course had a huge impact on rap from Atlanta, the city where he moved to at 9 years old and where he lived his entire adolescent and adult life. Through his polarizing new wave trap music, he became a big inspiration for other Atlanta rappers, for example for Future. Gucci discovered Future early in his career and he enjoyed working with him, so they ended up collaborating on a lot of mixtapes together, for example on the joint project Free Bricks from 2011. Signed by Gucci Mane, Future's path was clear. He was destined to become a serious force in the rap industry, which he definitely achieved, and today Future himself is considered as one of the most influential rappers of the 21st century. He went from being inspired to being an inspiration, and his influence today might even reach further than Gucci Mane's, but Future for sure wouldn't be where he is today without Guwap. Furthermore, Gucci had a big influence on the Migos, since they grew up listening to his music, and LaFleur would be one of the first mainstream rap stars to feature as a guest artist on their third mixtape YRN in 2013. This cosign probably was a dream come true moment for the Migos and gave them confidence to pursue their music career, which definitely paid out to say the least. Next to that, Gucci Mane saw the talent of then rising rapper Young Thug early on, became his mentor and signed him to his label 1017 Records in 2013. Apparently he even gave Thug a 25k advance before hearing a single song by him, merely trusting the cosign from his colleague Pee Wee Longway. Gucci and Thugger's dedicated collaboration over the next year and a half resulted in Thug's critically acclaimed mixtape 1017 Thug, and in retrospect it was a great decision for Gucci Mane to invest in Thugger because nowadays he himself became a very influential figure for upcoming rappers as well as a pioneer of modern rap, and he even has his own label YSL. For me, Thug therefore is the guy who took Gucci's star power, ran with it and made it into his own. Other than that, the rapper Waka Flocka Flame is another example of an artist influenced and mentored by Gucci Mane. Now Waka Flocka and Gucci's paths first crossed when Waka's mother began working as a manager for Gucci Mane. Then Waka and Gucci became inseparable friends in the late 2000s, and when Waka aspired to make a name for himself, it was Guwap who guided his way. He helped him to start his career, and Waka Flocka would be the first artist to sign with Gucci's 1017 Brick Squad Records. But Gucci Mane did not only push rappers, he also supported hip-hop producers, most notably Zaytoven. Guwap, captivated by Zaytoven's beats, made him his right-hand man in the music world, and this partnership led to numerous hits like the song Bricks from 2008 and catapulted Zaytoven on the global stage. That classic Atlanta trap sound by Gucci Mane and Zaytoven even helped to birth the plugg subgenre, because producers from the Beat Plugs collective were inspired by Zaytoven's production to create their own modern, laid-back and spacey approach to Atlanta trap, which is now known as plugg music. And if you want to learn more about the subgenre, check out my video on it. Next to that, Gucci actually connected Zaytoven with the Migos, so without LaFleur we might not have gotten Zaytoven produced hits like Versace for example. The butterfly effect without Gucci's connections would have been crazy. And staying behind the scenes, Guwap also gave producers like Drummer Boy, Mike Will Made It and Lex Luger their first breaks, so it is fair to say that Gucci is an established tastemaker when it comes to scouting and supporting producers and rappers. Furthermore, Gucci Mane's music influenced Atlanta artist Playboi Carti. For example, his song Stop Breathing directly interpolates the chorus of Shirt Off by Gucci Mane, Therefore, it is fair to say that Carti paid homage to the godfather of trap with this sample. Another artist who was pushed by Gucci Mane has to be Pee Wee Longway. Being the last rapper to sign with 1017 Records before Gucci Mane's 3-year hiatus, Pee Wee had the daunting task of keeping the label relevant. He definitely rose to the challenge, becoming another of Gucci's protégés and featuring in the Worldwide 3D Trilogy. Other Atlanta rappers that Gucci Mane influenced and helped to popularize have to be Bankroll Fresh, Southside and Young Scooter. But Gucci's influence is not only visible in Atlanta, it is nationwide. For example, Gucci Mane signed Chicago legend Chief Keef to 1017 Brick Squad in 2013, and LaFleur played a crucial role in Keef's production career by producing 16 of 20 songs on their joint album Big Gucci Sosa from 2015, allowing Keef to learn from his expertise. With this influence, Chief Keef modified Gucci Mane's trap sound to fit the Chicago drill scene and made history with his timeless music. Sosa himself is a huge influence on all upcoming rappers of today, but once again, everything traces back to the king of trap Gucci Mane. His influence even reached the city of Memphis, since rapper Young Dolph credited his own work ethic to watching Gucci's seemingly endless recording pace, and both artists created multiple collab tapes together, the most notable one being East Atlanta Memphis in my opinion. LaFleur's influence in Memphis can also be found in the newer generation of Memphis rappers, with artists like Big Moochie Grape for example, and after Dolph's tragic passing, Gucci also paid homage to him with the song Long Live Dolph, so you can see that Mane is also showing love to Memphis, since he himself was inspired musically by Memphis OGs like the 3-6 Mafia Collective. As another influence, we need to talk about 21 Savage. The rapper said that Gucci Mane paved the way for modern trap artists like himself, and Gucci Mane saw 21's talent as well, since he collaborated with Savage numerous times for his albums. Next to that, 21's closest producer Metro Boomin explained that his production has been shaped by Gucci Mane's music, and Metro actually spent some time in Gucci's studio in Atlanta, where he produced a couple songs for Gucci Mane and also eventually linked up with Young Thug. This once again perfectly shows the glue-up effect. A lot of rap stars from today got their first break directly or indirectly thanks to Gucci. The next rapper Fetty Wap is a good example of this effect as well. He said that Gucci Mane was his #1 inspiration for his music. He was such a big fan that even his nickname used to be Wap, short for Guwap, and his viral hit Trap Queen definitely pays homage to Gucci Mane as well. Next to that, I feel like Kodak Black's mealy mouth delivery is straight out of the Gucci Mane playbook, and Gucci recognized this since he worked with Kodak for numerous occasions, like for the song Vibing in His Bitch for example. But Gucci Mane did not only influence the mainstream rappers, he also showed love to the underground by regularly collaborating with the bass god Lil B, like on the song Bitches Ain't Shit for example. Other than that, uprising artist Ian definitely has some Guwap influence in his music, especially in his flows and his voice, and underground artists Picasso as well as Von of 1700 both have remixed the classic On Deck by Gucci Mane. This proves that Gucci's blueprint for trap music is still relevant for the new generation of upcoming rappers. Furthermore, Guwap was a big inspiration for Speaker Knockers, who was one of the brightest up-and-comers before his untimely death in 2014. Before he passed, the South Carolina native was one of Gucci's biggest supporters. He even made some beats for him and didn't hesitate to give him his flowers for influencing younger generation of artists. Those younger artists influenced by Gucci Mane's music also include rappers who came up during the golden SoundCloud days and who nowadays are at the forefront of rap, like Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Keed, or Young Nudy. So now we talked about Gucci's musical influence and how he laid a blueprint for modern rap, but he also had a lot of cultural influence, since he is credited with integrating face tats into pop culture. Before him, only gangster rappers would dare to tattoo their face, but after his notorious ice cream tattoo was displayed to the world, artists and icons everywhere seemed to start to get tattoos on their faces. Therefore, it is fair to say that Gucci Mane also had a massive cultural influence by popularizing the trap aesthetic, which includes eyesore jewelry and face tats. And lastly, I want to get back to Gucci's mentorship and artist development, since to this day he still has a big influence as an A&R, which can be seen in the careers of his most recent signees to his label 1017. I of course have to mention Pooh Shiesty, who is often called the younger version of his mentor due to sharing the same effortless style as Gucci. Shiesty, but also Fujiano, Big Scar, and many others are part of the new 1017 Brick Squad lineup and form a new generation of artists supported by Gucci Mane. This fresh sound marks a new era in Gucci's scouting career, proving that he is one of the top A&Rs and tastemakers in the industry. He's a real visionary, and like he said on the song All My Children, he can take any dope boy and make him go platinum. But for today, this was all that I wanted to talk about, so I hope that I was able to show you how Gucci Mane laid the blueprint for modern rap with his huge musical and cultural influence, but also his direct work as an A&R. With that being said, thank you for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to subscribe as I'm trying to hit 300 subs before the end of the year. Cheers!